for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the New England Patriots. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. The return man, Ty Johnson.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Burrow will throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. When you talk about Jamar Chase, one of the things that really stands out is his ability to take ordinary plays and then turn those into big ones.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, it's Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Throwing Jones. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive trainings. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here comes Johnson on the return.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to checking down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, 36 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 72 yards. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go play action with Burrow. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line.
That's good for Bengals. 1st down. 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. Flushed out right.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here we go. 180. Watch the screen. Watch the back.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. That's going to be caught. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And it thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got him.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And now here's a carry heading left. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Thornton. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there for the Patriots. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run. Pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off it. Anderson loses the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. is back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 47. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Gay's kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up. And we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. A short kick taken at the 18.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10
Pats at the line, ready to go.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up a throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Flush to his right. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. On the return, it's Washington. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Boyd. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First down, here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Here we go. 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Goodwin able to haul it in. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Washington. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And got his man complete. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase, 37 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Jones throwing on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Khalid Kareem showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones under pressure. They got him again. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Burrow, escaping the pressure right, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. Burrow going for it on 4th. Touchdown! That's caught. Hayden Hurst. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. It's complete, and he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
Okay.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Now, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now a handoff looking right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
We like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now Jones throwing after the interception. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because...
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
41 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
On the return, it's Washington.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too...
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
But I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Burrow will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Bet, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. DJ Reader picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Johnson now returning. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
12.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Butts it. 26 Mike. Check.
11.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
Now Burrow loses the football.
Your trip is here, baby.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.